Good morning, everyone. It's 15th March 2017. Welcome to another episode of ProAMT Traders Digest. Let me go through the disclaimer first. Trading in stocks derivatives involves substantial risk of loss and not suitable for all investors. Past or simulated performance is not a guarantee of future results. All indicators, strategies shown in the video are for education purpose only. All levels discussed in this video are for understanding the study and not a recommendation to trade. Please consult your personal financial advisor before making any trade decision based on this video. We will not be responsible for any resulting profits or losses. So coming to Nifty, Nifty spot made a all-time high, and the earlier high was 9119.20 or 25, I think, and today it made a high of 9122.75, and then directly started trading down. So on Nifty futures we don't have a all time high yet, but on the spot we have a all time high and a failure and a close below the open. So the open was at 9091.65 in the spot, and the close is at 9087. So negative bar with a gap up. And on futures, on the daily, we have, let's see the volume first. So the volume is higher than the average. The median is around 7.7 to 7.5 million, and the current volume is 14.27 million, which is almost 2x of the median. And there also we have a negative bar, but we have a huge gap to deal with. Now, before getting into the charts, we'll just see what has happened on the open interest fund. So this is the open interest analysis sheet, and the PCR, the entire PCROI right now at 0.93, and the 8800 PCR is at 4.14, which is a very good strong support. 8900 is 2.22 and 9000 is 1.02. So 9000 is where the give and take might happen, because 9100 is still below 1, so but above 0.50. So 9000 and 9100 will decide where it wants to really go. And today there was a huge liquidation in a few puts, and on the OI of the overall OI of the calls, there is a liquidation of 52 lakhs, and in the total OI of puts there is a addition of 7 lakh 30,000. So overall, there is a lot of activity in the on the options front. Now let's see the strikes, how they have behaved. So this is the change today. So in the calls, 9000 call has liquidated completely almost. So there is a fear that 9000 might hold on, and that's why these guys might have just run for cover. And on the other hand, the 9,000 puts have been added and 9,100 puts have been added. Uh, so this 9,100 put addition shows that they may be interested in levels above 9,100, provided we hold on to 9,050 uh, today and start pushing higher, start pushing towards 9100, and then there should not be any liquidation during the day. So if these guys can hold on to the OI, then there are chances of further rise till the end of the week. The total OI, highest OI in the call is at 9,200, and the highest OI in the put is at 8,800. So that is the broader range as per the OI. Now, on the FII's front, they have added huge longs, which is again like a major part of arbitrage because they had been selling futures which they might have bought today, and uh, they have added calls as well as puts. So, uh, also the total open interest has not yet crossed the open interest when we made the recent swing high. So, both the swing highs when we made that total open interest is not yet crossed. So depends on how they behave today as well as tomorrow, because uh, the US Fed rate decision is scheduled. So they might be playing cautious, doing some arbitrage, carrying positions, but like tightly hedged. Now let's have a look at the Nifty profile chart. So open, a huge gap up, rejects the open, drives down. A huge emotional drive. Generally, we would anticipate a revisit of at least 50% of this bar, and that almost happened because maybe a bit more than 50% because the total range of IB is including this B period low, and we went above the day mid in the K period, failed, and then so overall compression here. We got a pullback low finally, but too late to get a pullback low. Before that, we have a rally high. So initially, they wanted to give a rally high, push back into this, give a false break, again give a rally, and then so overall just a balance and not much of activity due to a gap up open, and many would be thinking uh, maybe doubtful to buy because everyone knows that it's the all-time high is just above, and maybe that the fear of that kept participants away from getting into positions. But a huge build up in the opening, then the volume drops and again picks up during the end. So overall a balanced auction, and need to see if we rotate within the range today or are able to break out either side. Now on the 1 minute chart, we had actually discussed this during the day as well, that after this initial spike in the morning, everything is like no demand, no supply, no demand, no supply was going on. And due to that huge volume drop, and also the volume was so huge in the opening that uh, almost like till 1 o'clock, there was no activity visible. Finally, a break from that balance creates some interest here, and we get a spike, get a get a test and a follow through. See, there is a test here, no supply, and that no supply is holding, gives a spike up, again comes back down, there's no interest here, makes a higher low, and then finally the prices are marked up. Now the final thrust here on 1 minute, this we don't have on 3 minutes, but then we have a no supply and continuous no supply, break of that, again testing the low of that no supply and not able to stay up. So that is a sign. So day mid was here, then this balance was here. So this was a pretty good opportunity to trade. But what I was assuming is we might just get to the developing POC, and that did not give me enough comfort to enter a trade. Now on the delta front, a bit of positive delta building up. So inventory is a bit stretched long, and need to see how it develops in the opening today. Now on the 15 minute, again the same thing. We have a push through here, and then this one bar closes below, but the second bar itself, the sellers are getting stuck here because everyone sees this levels and everyone wants to sell. The moment they get stuck, there is a volume drop, and then the prices are marked up into this zone where there was a point of control of this bar. So it goes there, again the volume drops at the edge, and then sideways consolidation, a break from that consolidation, and then again prices are marked up, buyers again running, getting stuck. We have a the bar has closed into the previous bar's range, and then finally the prices are marked down. And a lot of activity happening in the 9100 zone. So we'll have to uh, watch that range closely, because that entire range might become a support or a resistance for coming days. Now on the Renko, very messed up auction. Apart from this, but now this was at 15.16 seconds. It's obviously not tradable. So impulse, pull back, impulse, pull back, impulse, and the move is almost done. Now this failure, this is like a three tick failure of this low, enters back in. So the moment this zipper is crossed, and this zipper can hold on, becomes a long. So we get an impulse, a minor pullback, impulse, and the move goes sideways. So this is where everything went messy. And if we can see from 10:45 to almost to 240, we traded just within this narrow range from the lows of 909750 to the highs of uh, 9121. So a 24 point range for that long, and then finally we get this break, obviously not tradable again because it's getting late, and doubtful if we can get a trending move. So now, what is gone is as it is over, and let's have a look at what we can expect for today. Just a second, I'll bring my line here. The drawing tool got stuck. Cool. So here we have it. Before that, let me zoom out this chart. Okay. Now looks pretty okay. So expecting open somewhere. So we have this line, and we have this fair price. So if in case we open here, push back into this, try to push up into the this opening swing lows. So around 9130, push above that, take support of this and make its way higher into the 9165 and then 9180 zone. In case it starts rotating higher, then also might want to break out. But if it does that, then chances are, so we'll see the other scenario from here as well, that in case it pushes into this, fails, comes back into the 9103, pulls back up and then might continue this move. And if it starts accepting below and is not able to push back, then make its way towards the 9050 zone. Because see this, we have the high and the open. So this range we have as a gap, and as a clean gap we have this much range. So the mid of this as well as this range. So this is almost mid of this entire gap, the low, and from the low to the highs, the mid is almost here at 9040. So might come into this and then bounce back. That is one scenario. And if it starts accepting below the lows, if it starts accepting below the lows, then the chances are that it might create some move here and then make its move down to fill the gap. That would be a bad thing, because it's such a strong trend and needs to hold up higher if it wants to continue the move. Now on the bank nifty, again the same thing, open into the highs, and the year also we have gone above the range completely, though we had a swing high very far away, but it has gone up above the range completely and made a new high. And a similar thing, drive down and then goes to almost more than 60% of the first bar's range. And then so that's a rally high, a very clean tail left, and then continues its move down towards the morning balance point of control. So I think there was a confusion, why was I referring to. So see this bar, suppose the morning bar and the B bar, that the first bar POC is here, and that is the first bar support, and the second bar POC is here. So see how it behaves around those levels is also noteworthy. Now, final, the close is at the developing value area low. So a bad close, need to check how it does in the morning, so that we can decide what it wants to do. We'll still go through the hypothesis. Now on the 1 minute, post the initial move, we had a nice balance happening, a nice triangle. Break from that, creates a lower balance, again a bigger triangle is created, and then slowly a channeled move up. So once this, there was no demand, no supply coming here, and then it crosses that and continues a channeled move higher. So after that, again breaks from that channel. Let's zoom in now. So breaks from that channel and goes sideways, makes a high into the days mid. No, no, not a good spike because the volume is too low, but still above average. So this spike and then later no supply is broken. So that's a valid selling zone. Comes into the VWAP, rotates there for a while, again tries to make a higher balance, breaks down from that. Finally, creates a balance lower and settles near the lower balance point of control. So a bit of negative close with this volume zone not sustaining. So this balance high and so almost the VWAP is also there. The balance high is also there. 21,160 is and 21,170. That is an important zone to watch out for. Now on the 15 minute or everything similar, we get huge long liquidation happens in the first bar, and then everything is bought into. That creates a up move, but then they just sell into that up move. Finally, when the prices are marked down, they try to buy it but not able to sustain, and the, the close was coming near, and almost the inventory is settled. So overall, not much of negative activity happening there, though a lot of volume is generated here. So it's an important, like very interesting area to look out for. Now let's have a look at the Renko. So opening swing is huge, obviously not tradable, and then we get so post 916 we get the zipper pullback. So impulse pullback, impulse pullback, impulses are getting smaller. So this zipper is gone, so obviously we would think that till now it's in sell mode. Again comes down, breaks the low, we still think that it's in sell mode, and then creates a zipper, breaks that. That's where we know that the sell mode is coming to an end, and we might get a two impulse up move at least. Now gives an impulse, comes back. This is though dicey but still manageable because not getting into this, creates an impulse, fails to push through this. So this is a dicey situation. We would think that okay, it might not continue the move, and finally creates a messy move up into the day mid. Again a messy move down, again touch the developing value area high, and then create an impulse, pull back, impulse, which turned out to be messy again. So too much range bound creates such mess and not that easily tradable, because we might need to wait, and also at every point we would be getting some different information of long and short. So on such days, either I just like change the tick size, because while it's happening we don't know that it's going to happen. uh, so post like 1 2 rotations, so after that I tend to change the tick size. Now let's have a look at what we can expect for today. So this and this becomes that zone. So open somewhere here, push above 70, 170, 170, test it back, push through this with a thrust, push through 21, 192, 195 zone with a thrust, and go into the 250 zone, which is almost the opening as well the mid of this. So 21 250, 21 270 zone. So push into that. If it starts accepting, then make its way higher and make another all time high, and otherwise fail and come back and settle into the mid. Now suppose if it fails here itself, is not able to stay above this HVN, then carry its move down, break the low, try to test it back. If it falls back again, then settle somewhere here or continue with the move, or else carry its move down. Let me clear this and zoom it out. So this is the high, and that is what I would refer to. So this is the gap, a clean gap, and this is this is the clean gap. This is the gap to open, and this is the clean gap left. And gap to open is actually even further, because we have, just a second, let me draw that, otherwise there will be a confusion. Yeah, so this high cannot be considered. We'll consider this high because the gap is with respect to the previous day, so expecting it to go into that, in case if it fails to stay above this. So if it fails there, then come into the mid and then push into the Friday's range. That is the probability which we can play for, and still it's in a uncharted territory, so I have to watch out how it plays, because might be at times we might it might be showing weakness, but that is just for a retracement or just for a pullback, so need to be careful. I think that's it for today, and have a profitable trading day ahead. Thanks for watching, and catch you all during the day.